everyone, my name is Katrina, and in this video I'm going to go over how to open up your midfoot. So your midfoot is part of the middle of your feet, and this is where a lot of shock absorption or load transfer happens. So your midfoot is simply just right in the middle, and your midfoot should be able to pronate or flatten and then supinate or form an arch. So it should be able to pronate and then also supinate. Working on your midfoot is really important if you are having plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendinitis, runner's knee, IT band syndrome, hip pain, even urinary leakage, and pelvic organ prolapse. And that's because the foot is the foundation of the rest of your body. If your feet aren't moving well, then when you run, jump, squat, do a sit to stand, your feet aren't going to absorb the forces needed, so all the forces are just going to be transferred up the chain, so into your ankles, into your knees and hips and pelvis. So everything starts with the feet. Your feet are your foundation, and optimizing your foot health can improve the health of the rest of your body. So these are great exercises not only to do if you are struggling with aches and pains, but to do as preventative care. Because the best thing you can do for body is prevent these things from happening, prevent the aches and pains from happening to you. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take one of these half dome balls. They usually come in a set, but I just have one demonstrated here. And they are a little bit firm, but a little bit squishy at the same time. And they are great because they don't move around because they're cut in half. So you're gonna place the ball underneath the middle part of your foot. And what you're gonna do is simply pronate and then supinate your foot. And the biggest thing you wanna make sure is that you're really isolating that movement at your midfoot. You shouldn't have your whole leg come in and then your whole leg shouldn't come out. Now I'm kind of exaggerating that a little bit, but it happens a lot in my clients is that many people don't know how to move their feet without moving the rest of their body, because joints and bones and all those structures should be able to move independently of other structures as well. So what I usually do is I ask my clients to stabilize their femur or their thigh, and then they're just going to, again, pronate and supinate their leg. Now, naturally, your shin should internally rotate when you pronate, and it should also externally rotate when you supinate. So it's going to be hard to absolutely not move your shin bone, but again, you're trying to really isolate that movement from the midfoot. So again, just really focus on stabilizing your femur as much as possible. Again, mine's going to be moving a little bit, but you don't want it to be moving excessively. Other things you can do are just loading your midfoot into the half dome, really standing on one leg if you're able to do that. Now when I first did that, that was really, really painful, and a lot of my clients feel like they're gonna cry. So you can kind of start small, so just load a little bit without putting your whole body weight on it. But again, if it's painful, then you should probably work on it. And I love these balls because they're really good at hydrating your fascia, opening up those little joints and bones in your little feet, and just creating space in those joints, because joints need space. Joints need to be supple and hydrated and fluid and kind of bouncy, because imagine running or jumping on a trampoline that's super stiff, that's like concrete. It's probably going to really hurt your joints and your muscles. But if you're jumping or running on something more bouncy and had some give to it, it would feel better on your body. So I highly recommend getting one of these half dome balls. Again, they come in pairs, so you can pack one on, when you travel. You can have one in your house. And I'll link the description to the half domes below. But again, if you're struggling with foot pain, knee, hip, pelvis, back pain, highly recommend working on your feet, because again, your feet are the foundation of your body, and optimizing your body from the ground up is where you should start.